Let me see. Oh, there we go.
She nice.
I had to wipe the screen.
She clear now. She's clear. She's clean, and all that good stuff. I would like for everybody in the comments too. Like, if you have any questions about World AIDS Day, please put your comments down below. We will definitely read them and try to speak on some of the topics that you guys ask us. But most importantly, I'm gonna. Y'all ready to start? Because I don't know where Angelica at. So we might as well go ahead and get started, right? Because
I got Angelica always late.
Yes. I gotta go to. Look, I gotta go to the grocery store, and I gotta put my tree up tonight. So bless the people. But well, first I just want to say thank y'all once again for taking the time out of your busy schedules to be a part of this little dialogue chat that we're about to have about World AIDS Day and what things mean to you and how important it is to you guys. I think it's important that I speak to especially Giselle because I know she's worked in a clinic before, correct?
Yes, 3 years.
Worked in a clinic before, so I'm pretty sure she gonna have a lot of input for us, and I think that's very important. So I'm gonna start off and say who I am, and then we'll go around the panel, and then we'll say who everyone is and what you do. Tell people a little bit about yourself. Well, I am Stasha Sanchez, and I'm also known as Stasha Sanchez Garcon. And I have a charity event. This is the 6th year this year. It's going to be right here in Atlanta, Georgia, at the Heritage Nightclub. Showtime will be at 10:30 p.m. Start because we have an amazing long lineup. We got to make sure that everyone get to see all of the entertainers that they're paying to see and help donate the proceeds. And the proceeds will be going to a trans house here in Atlanta, Georgia, to help all of those amazing trans women who are left out in the streets. And so, with that being said, I guess we'll go around. We'll let everyone introduce themselves, and we can start with who want to take it.
All right. Well, I'm Giselle Barbie Royale. That's my stage name. My day name or my everyday name is Giselle Harvey. I'm just Giselle, I guess. I'm the overall mother of the House of Tishi, and I've won a lot of different pageants all over. So that's me.
Bless it. All right.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kennedy Davenport. A lot of you may know me from being a standout contestant on RuPaul's Drag Race and RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars. I am also the reigning Miss Gay US of A for the 2nd year in a row. Yes, and I've been in this business for 25 years. I'm an entertainer, singer, actor. I was also on AJ and the Queen, and I'm community activist. I do my thing over here locally within the city and throughout. So I'm glad to be a part.
All right. So, being that you have your box in front of you, right?
I do.
Okay, you get your box since Giselle is winding up at the moment, so we're waiting for Giselle to come back. So since Giselle's gonna have to come back, I don't know what happened, guys, but as soon as she come back in, we're gonna get it back in. So hello everyone, how y'all doing? Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Giselle lost signal, so I guess she should be coming back really soon.
Yes, I love you guys too. I'm sorry, I'll be reading the comments. I love you too. I hope to see y'all in Atlanta, December 6th.
Bless the people. I'm sure since Giselle is gonna be coming. Oh, that she might be already here already. Hold on. Oh, there she go. There she go. Hi,
mind you, I haven't looked in here yet.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know. You start winding up, so I was like, I don't know what's going on, but she's winding up. So since I have the box in front of me, so when I pull out something out of the box, Giselle, you will, you can talk about it, speak on it, or whatever the case may be. Okay. Okay, so Kennedy, you want to go in your box and pull out something and speak on it and tell us why it's important that you should use her.
Okay. It's a lot of stuff in here, girl.
Yes.
I'm jealous. I don't have my box.
You don't have your box?
No.
But I'm gonna pull stuff out the box for her.
Okay. I guess this is one of the bigger boxes. It's a Trojan pleasure pack.
Well, we love that. So why is that so important to us?
Okay, well, let me see what it is first. Oh, it's condoms.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, girl, wait a minute. You know I gotta open it up. Oh, it's a lot of them.
Yeah, well, yes, I will hope you. Yes, lots of them.
Okay, well, these are very important. I mean, of course, it stops the trend. It stops people from spreading STDs and stuff, and and they have different kinds, because they have the extra thin. Oh, I like that one, and ultra ribbed I guess for the extra sensation. So yes, this is very important. Y'all have to use it. We love Trojans. They don't bust.
Okay.
Y'all know I'm a fool, right? Yeah, and y'all should know.
Yes, we know. But everyone that's tuning in right now, I don't know if you guys know, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you do know that it is World AIDS Day. And, it's very important that, we have these discussions and talk about certain things, because sometimes you have individuals that are really, really scared and petrified to be, I guess, discuss it, discuss these issues and topics.
Yes.
So, by us sitting here and having this discussion on World AIDS Day, I'm sure we have all lost loved ones along the way, and from HIV and AIDS. So we're definitely grateful to be able to do this. So Giselle, I'm going to pull something out of this box, and I want you to tell me, darling, why do you think it's important?
Okay, well, that's my specialty. So PrEP. PrEP is pre-exposure prophylaxis, which is a drug that is for individuals that are HIV negative. It's a pill that, if taken as prescribed, can prevent the transmission of HIV. So to break it down a little bit further, if you are someone that takes it as prescribed, that means taking it every single day. You cannot take PrEP today and then miss 3 days and still have risky sex and expect for it to cover you. What the drug does is, after in individuals that were assigned male at birth, once you take it for about a week, it covers the cells in your body, which they act as like a shield. So, for example, if you have sex with someone that is detectable, someone that is HIV detectable, meaning someone that can transmit the disease or the virus, you will be protected. So once that virus goes into your system, the PrEP acts as a shield on your cell, and once, if HIV cannot attach to a cell, then it's going to die. The only way HIV can live in your system is if it attaches to your cell, and then it begins to multiply. But what PrEP does is it keeps it from attaching to your cells, and then it dies. So that is what PrEP is.
We love that. We love that. And for some strange reason, I pulled that out because it's very important, especially with Gilead too these days, because they're really promoting PrEP, because that can also stop the spread of HIV and AIDS. So, and I knew that you would have something to speak on about that.
Yeah. So being a
now, both of them
HIV
really
tester. My 3 years working in the clinic, being a HIV tester, and many other things while there. Most of my clientele or clients were positive. They were positive. I had the highest positive rate in the whole company. And I think that was because I not only was I working there, but I worked in the nightclubs. I date in the same environments as well. So I'm kind of in the know of everything, of who's who and who doing who, and and so people felt comfortable with me with coming to me, because I feel like I'm here in Orlando, and I hopefully other places too. I kind of normalize going to see about yourself, and I normalize going, not being afraid to, hey, if you had some risky sex and you feel a little burning or itching or something down there, go get you a shot, go get you a pill. Don't be ashamed of going to, to get treated. And so, but I had a lot of individuals that were between the ages of 18 to 20 that was my age range of individuals that came in and were testing positive. And so that's when I knew that I needed to do something about it. I needed to let these young kids know that there were options, and that's where PEP comes in at. A lot of individuals, I did a pageant called Miss Westland. And on that night, I spoke about PEP, and I lost question and answer because no one in Atlanta knew what PEP was. They assumed that I was saying PrEP. And they didn't know that there is a post-exposure prophylaxis. So for you young kids, or it's for anybody, but for you young kids that are new and you're just experiencing sex for the first time, you may get on Jack Grinder and you meet this older person that wants to have relations with you, and you're not as educated on the game or our lifestyle. A lot of times older individuals prey on younger individuals, and they know that they're not taking care of themselves. So if you are somebody that has had a risky sexual encounter, you have 3 days to get to post-exposure prophylaxis, which basically you will be taking a antiretroviral medication for 30 days. And what this does is it basically blocks the virus from being able to get into your system, but you have to get to it within 72 hours. And then my suggestion after that, after testing negative, after those 30 days, would be to get on PrEP. No, that was a lot, wasn't it? Sorry.
No, but that's important because
That's good information.
You have great information, only because like you worked in the field, so you have a lot more to speak on and tell us about, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's important that we listen to that. Angelica, get in the send me a request. She just said she was in here. Send me a request so you can come on up.
Hi, Buddha.
And ladies and gentlemen,
I'm so sorry.
Once again, this is a discussion that we're having, of course, because it is World AIDS Day. And I have a charity event coming up on December the 6th here in Atlanta, Georgia. And it's going to be amazing. It's going to be a really amazing event that is going to raise money for a trans house here in Atlanta, Georgia. And I think it's beautiful because I've met some of the girls over the past year, and some get to move out and some don't. And it only comes from like the work ethic and how much they get pushed. So this is actually going to help push them also, but not only just push them, but help put them in a space of knowing that they're worthy and they can get out and do it on their own. So that's what this is all about. And it is World AIDS Day. So yes. And if you are in Atlanta, Georgia, anywhere, Angelica, get in the queue. Can you put, I'm not getting the queue. This is not Vigo. Angelica, send me a request. Send me a request, Angelica. But if you are in Atlanta, Georgia, and you're looking for somewhere to get tested for HIV and AIDS, or you want to get on PrEP, or you would like to have a COVID test taken, please make sure you go visit Vision for Hope, 1800 Phoenix Boulevard, Suite 210 in College Park, Georgia. I'll keep saying that. If you want more information on that, please feel free to inbox me.
Somebody made a comment and said that PrEP does not prevent STDs. No, it does not. However, most STDs that you come in contact with are curable. At this point, at this point in our life, at this point in our life, HIV is not curable. It is treatable. If you get syphilis, it is treatable. If you get gonorrhea, chlamydia, it is treatable. You know, these are things. Now, you know, if you talking about, you know, genital warts and herpes and stuff, then we talking, you know, something a little different. But that's something that you should be able to see on your sexual partner as well, because that's the only time that they can infect is when it is when they have an outbreak.
I wonder. Oh, okay. Did I do? Okay, there she go.
Oh,
Hey,
Angelica.
y'all.
Hi, Angelica.
I made it here.
How are you?
Go ahead, though, Giselle. You're giving good information.
Thank you.
She was done.
Oh, she was in it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we have Angelica Sanchez from Orlando, Florida. We're gonna let her tell you who she is and some little things about her. So go ahead, Angelica.
Well, my name is Angelica Sanchez. I'm the daughter of Stasha Sanchez. I've been doing female impersonation as well as drag since, oh, Jesus, 1995. And throughout that, don't be looking like that. And throughout that, I've been also advocating for LGBTQ plus different initiatives as well as a focus on Black trans women. I work for Contigo Fund. I am also a Pulse survivor, so I do a lot of things with One Pulse Foundation as well.
We love
I think that's about it.
we love that. So you have your box? Where's your box?
I didn't get a box,
I thought you said you got your box.
but you can pull something out the box for me.
Okay, I thought you received your box. Lord Jesus, I thought you said.
That's what I was telling you. I ain't getting no box. I
I
feel
got
bad.
mine.
Oh my God.
See, we didn't get our box.
Let's see.
You ain't getting no box?
No, see, I don't know.
It be the children. It's the
That's what I'm
children.
saying. I don't
It's
know
the
if it's supposed to be
children.
the daughters or what. What's the
Listen.
why we didn't get boxes?
I could have sworn. Listen, yeah, I'm so sorry that y'all did not get y'all boxes. I think we had Mr. Black Universe in the comments too. I think he came in. So shout out to Mr. Black Universe.
Hi,
Y'all
Mr. Black Universe.
Hello.
And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, it is World AIDS Day. Okay. I'm gonna pull this out and I want you to just talk. You can talk about it. Tell me whatever you think your
Okay.
views are.
Is that a rapid test?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a HIV rapid test, correct?
Correct.
So you can do this at home. A lot of people are scared and afraid to go to certain individuals to get testing done, but you do have an option to, you know, go online and get you a test, and you can do it at home. It's a quick rapid test. I do believe it's a swab test, not a blood test, or is it?
Swab.
Should be the
It
swab.
is a swab.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll swab in your mouth and you wait a little while and it'll tell you exactly like if you're positive or not. And then it gives also great information of different resources that you can get. So like if you find out that you are positive, but a lot of people don't realize there's a lot of I don't want to use that word. I don't like that word. But there's a lot of access to a lot of different things if you do become positive, to wherein there's access to mental health, there's access to a lot of different medications so that you don't have to come out of pocket. And a lot of people don't realize that because HIV medication is so expensive. So it is very good, you know, to go to your health department, find out what initiatives they have, such as like Ryan White, ADAP, and all these other. But what she's holding there is a rapid test that you can do for yourself. If you find out that you are positive, I encourage you to go to one of your organizations or to your health department and receive another test, which will be a blood test. It's a prick test, and that test will give you 100% confidentiality, as well as allowing you to know that whether your status truly is positive or not, because there is a such thing as false positives. So it's always best to have it sent off again and do a blood test.
Blood draw. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want to see. I seen something in the comments about. Let me go back to it real quick. Okay, I see Mother Kim has a comment, and then someone else had a comment. Let me see. The awesome people afraid of me. That's also no, not that one.
I personally,
Not that well, I want to say something. I see someone said so at home tests aren't accurate. No, that is not true. They are accurate, but whenever you receive a positive test, even if you go into a organization or to your health department or to your doctor to receive a test, if it comes back positive, they take another test to be sure that you're positive, and they will send that one off to the labs and all of that and get your proper work.
Right.
yeah, it's called a confirmatory test. So when they take the when someone tests you, they're never going to tell you that you're positive. They're going to tell you that your test was reactive. And
Reactive.
then once you have a reactive test, then they do a blood draw, and the blood draw goes to the lab, and that's when you get the confirmatory test to let you know if you're positive or not. Because sometimes sometimes some individuals can have syphilis, and they can have their numbers can be really, really, really high, and it can trigger a HIV test. It can trigger a false positive.
And because there's other immune deficiency viruses as well as sicknesses that sometimes can cause a positive HIV test. And it might not be that. It could be lupus. It could be some other things as well. Or syphilis, like she was
But
saying.
I was going to say, Angelica, I personally, I don't like at-home tests. It's kind of good that they are out there. I think that it's good for individuals that are trained in it. But I feel like if someone, you just don't know how a person is going to react in that moment. And I feel like they need to be with somebody that has been trained, somebody that can consult them and point them in the right direction in that dark moment. Because like a lot of people, the reactions that I've seen from a lot of people, they needed somebody there when they got that reactive test. So I'm just like, it just scares me when people opt to do at-home tests. But if you need to do it,
I think it goes with knowing that,
Yeah. Absolutely.
Kim says some people feel when they're on PrEP, they feel like it's okay to have unprotected sex.
I definitely feel like
technically they will want us to.
that is we are all, well, yeah, if you are taking PrEP, you are an adult, and that's a personal decision that that you make. That is your decision as an adult, and you have to. My father always told me that life is about choices. So if you choose to do that, you have to be prepared to do what the necessary things to take care of yourself. If you choose to have sex unprotected, we can't tell you what to do.
Oh, I see somebody just asked a question. I want to answer that if I can.
Go ahead.
Someone just said, when is it okay to have unprotected sex? When you get married? Okay, and that goes back, that's something that I wanted to address when it comes to cisgender women. A lot of times cisgender women do not think that these type of topics apply to them. And Black women especially are the number one infected individuals, period. They are the highest. They have the highest rate of infection as of now, and it's married women at that. Married women. So it's all of, honestly, your sexual health is just that. It's yours, and it's up to you to protect yourself, whether you're married or not. We know that people cheat. People cheat all the time. So therefore, if you feel like, whether you're cisgender, whether you are transgender, whether you are gay male, however you identify, if you're having sex, your sexual health is yours. If you feel like you may be in a marriage that your husband or wife is being unfaithful, then yes, I would go and I would take precaution and get on PrEP. That's just all it is to it. So it does not just apply to the LGBTQIA plus community. It applies to everybody. Everybody can take PrEP. Everybody can take preventative measures, you know, so yeah, don't
Right.
think because
Well,
I'm married.
can everybody take PrEP? Because I know
Yes.
cisgender women aren't
Yes.
allowed to, from my understanding, or have they? The science is caught up with that.
So if you were assigned female at birth, you can take I'm getting both of them mixed up.
It's not PrEP; it's a different one for
No, it's
them,
PrEP.
correct?
No, it's PrEP, but
Yeah.
you have two different PrEps.
Hold
You
up.
have Descovy. Descovy has not been approved for cisgender. I'm sorry. Descovy has
Female.
not been approved for individuals that were assigned female at birth. We have to be very sensitive about that. So that means
Right.
that applies to trans men. That applies to and then you have, gosh, what was the first one? Jeez, why can't I say it?
Was it PEP? Not PEP.
No,
It's not
I'm about
PEP.
to say it. I'm about to say it. Oh my gosh, so they give it to you. They give it to people for PEP. They pair it with Tivicay.
Give it to her, Jesus.
Travada,
Okay.
thank you. God.
Travada.
Travada. Okay, thank you in the comments.
So yeah,
Victoria
Travada.
is for people who already are HIV
Yeah,
positive, from my
Biktarvy is
understanding, right?
yeah, but
Yeah. But
Travada,
okay.
anyone can take, anyone that was born assigned female or male at birth can take Travada, but at this point, Descovy is only for those that Giselle, I don't know if you can answer this.
Also, while you're waiting on Giselle to read that, someone said in the comment, what do you think about people holding testing events? How should they prepare for telling people they're positive?
When you're
Oh,
doing testing events,
so that means you mean once they get the test back to tell them that they are.
Right, at testing events, right.
Well, the main thing is that it's confidential. That's the main thing. So you don't have to worry about anyone telling your business. Otherwise, they can be prosecuted by the law if so. But the other thing about that is these individuals that do testing, you have to understand that they have went through the proper training to do testing, and that goes along with the mental health aspect of it too, because we have to be able to give you proper resources to go through. We have to do certain paperwork with you, and there's certain talks and things that we have to go through with that individual once you find out someone is positive, so that they don't feel alone, so that you don't just leave them hanging. Okay, you positive. What do I do now? And that's a mental run for people's mind. Like, what am I supposed to do now that this has happened? Or just a lot of people feel like it's a death sentence. Well, it's up to us to let you know that it is not a death sentence. It is just a sentence of, this is the time to wake up, be serious about your health, and you can end up being one of the most healthiest people on earth. Once you take care of the things you need to take care of. So those people are already well equipped with how to handle a positive reaction.
Somebody just asked, can HIV positive person take PrEP? Well, I can say this. What a negative person is taking, like Descovy or Truvada, it's a different it's different for HIV positive, someone who's HIV positive. It's the same medicine, but it has a different effect.
Basically,
It's taken for a different reason.
Yeah. So basically, a person take a person that's HIV positive take Descovy or Truvada? Yes, but it has to be paired with another medication. For example, you have individuals that's why it's called a antiretroviral cocktail, basically. So most HIV regimens consist of 3 different drugs. So Truvada is 2 different two drugs in one pill. So therefore, you would need one more drug to pair with that to have a complete regimen. So you have people that take Truvada mixed with Tivicay, and that's a complete antiretroviral therapy. So yeah,
But in most cases, I think it's important to say as well, in most cases, they wouldn't take those because there's so many pills out there now that have the 3 medications where individuals who are positive really just have to take one pill a day.
Absolutely.
Now, if that person has come in contact with multiple mutations of the disease, then they will probably end up on a cocktail.
Yeah.
Someone. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just agreeing with Angelica. Like, so basically, HIV, the virus is very smart. It is a very smart virus.
Like any virus.
And so if you're on a regimen and you're undetectable, it's best to stay on your medicine every day, because if you miss enough dosages, then your body can become resistant. The virus basically becomes smarter than the medication that you're taking, and your medication no longer will work. So therefore, you have to go back to the doctor, and they have to come up with a new cocktail to figure out how to make you undetectable again.
And in some cases, there could be just another different pill that you have to take that does have the 3 medications in it, or then you would get on a cocktail. Fall out laughing. Why you laughing?
Because the people, listen, these comments are key. But before we move forward, somebody said something about sticking the prep in your colon or something. That's what they said, right?
Oh God, no.
What?
Somebody said I don't want to have sex no more.
But ladies,
It'll make you.
if you are just not coming in, do not forget today is World AIDS Day, and we are sitting here having some great conversations about HIV and AIDS and COVID-19. Okay, because sometimes all this can trigger together. You just never know. But I want to ask this question, and it's pertaining to like transgender women and different things like that. So there's an increasing public health disparity amongst transgender women living with HIV. Black and Latino women are impacted at a higher rate. What are you doing to help ensure transgender women get the screening and access to care they need to live healthier lives?
What am I doing?
Yes.
Personally?
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of the things that I'm doing personally is helping within the initiative of our Divas in Dialogue, where we really just try and educate, give a sense of community towards our transgender individuals, and also making sure that we have resources for them so that they don't get themselves in a situation to where they would become positive. Meaning such as things like housing and, making sure that they have jobs and just any kind of thing that you could think of, making sure that their names are changed and that they have access to different hormone treatments, all of that. Because what we find is that in the past, a lot of these things we had to do through black markets, and a lot of girls had no other choice but to do sex work back in the day. So they were exposed to HIV and AIDS and different things of that nature, where nowadays we have more opportunities where those aren't the only options for us. So we try and build bridges with different community leaders to, get those types of words out and things of that nature. And use your voice.
Giselle,
personal experience.
Someone asked you a question. That wonder, did you get the question that they had for you? Might stroll up a little bit. You might have to stroll up some.
Last time I messed up when
it shouldn't be too far. Thank y'all so much for joining in, and thank y'all for the comment. Thank y'all so much.
Okay, so no, I personally don't know anything about a actual cure. The only thing that I know of is there is medication and different trials for the shots. So you have a shot now called Cabenuva, where it's a once a month injection for those that are undetectable. So you don't have to no longer take pills every day. And I believe what they're trying to do is they're trying to get it. They have it at 1 month now, and I think they're trying to progress it to every 2 months, every 3 months.
3 months.
You know, so like that. So, and hopefully they can get it to maybe like every 6 months, kind of like a flu shot or a COVID shot, because a COVID shot is pretty much potent for about 6 months. So I think they're trying to get it to like 2 shots a year, but I don't know anything about an actual cure. No.
So I asked this question on last evening, and the question that I want